Hello, I'm Peter Tian, President of the International Mass Fatalities Center. I'm pleased to announce the release of my latest book, Mass Fatalities, Managing the Community Response, published by CRC Press. This book will be an invaluable resource to medical examiners, emergency planners, hospital and public health officials, law enforcement and fire service departments, school administrators, funeral directors, clergy, mental health professionals, and others who respond to disasters. What is a mass fatality incident? Simply stated, it's an event that causes loss of life and human suffering that cannot be met through usual individual and community resources. Many responders to a mass fatalities incident would add that it is the most physical, emotional, and challenging response they have ever faced. The scope of a mass fatality response goes far beyond identifying and returning the remains to family members. Meeting the complex needs of a mass fatality incident is resource-intensive and requires a collaborative effort from local, state, and federal agencies to accomplish an effective response. Mass Fatalities, Managing the Community Response, provides organization and command charts, job descriptions with recommendations for filling leadership roles, and suggested forms and supply lists. This book explains in detail tasks performed at the various operational sites, such as the disaster site with step-by-step procedures for search and recovery, the Victim Identification Center or morgue site, discussing best practices for locating, establishing, and operating, the Family Assistance Center, including tested ways to manage registration, initial interviews, and notification of death, the Staff Processing Center, with information on the registration and management of response personnel to maximize their use while minimizing long-term legal consequences. And in Chapter 6, I examine the need for mental health services and explore the essential elements of providing effective and compassionate support. Mass Fatalities, Managing the Community Response, also offers sections on the provision of spiritual care services, providing physical and emotional support to children, and working with the media. I have also included personal reflections from the lessons I learned responding to more than 45 major disasters around the world. With the ongoing threat of acts of terrorism, volatile weather patterns, earthquakes, tsunamis, school and workplace violence, and transportation accidents, the likelihood of a mass fatality incident in your community is ever increasing. I encourage you to order your copy today of Mass Fatalities, Managing the Community Response from CRC Press. For additional information about planning for, responding to, and recovering from a mass fatality incident, I invite you to visit the International Mass Fatality Center website at www.massfatalities.com. Thank you.